Hello, good evening all. Welcome to another video with Pratham Test Prep. Today we'll be talking about Supreme Court's recent judgment on Jallikattu. Now the Supreme Court upheld the practice of Jallikattu as permitted by 2017 Tamil Nadu Amendment to the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960, while upholding the laws allowing the practice of Jallikattu and other similar bullock cart races. The Supreme Court observed that there is no precedent to show that the Constitution of India recognizes fundamental rights for human beings. Now this was all held in the case of Animal Welfare Board of India versus the Union of India, and there was a constitution bench deciding this particular case. Now let's see, does our constitution actually give any rights or recognizes any fundamental rights for animals or not? So if we see that Indian constitution on animal rights, fundamental rights, there are now no fundamental rights that are given to the animals, whereas there are directive principles under Article 48A which imparts a responsibility on the states to protect and improve the natural environment, but like we know, the DPSPs are unenforceable obligations, so there is no particular strict measure here. And then we come to the fundamental duties under Article 51AG. Again, the citizens, there is a duty imparted on the citizens of our country to protect and improve the natural environment. Let's come on to the law that has been made, Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960. Now this act was passed in 1960, 26 December 1960. The sole purpose behind this enactment was to prevent infliction of pain and suffering on animals, and for that purpose to amend the laws relating to prevention of cruelty of animals. Now let's just check the key features of this particular act. The objective of the act, like we know, was to prevent unnecessary pain or suffering to animals and ensure their well-being. Now talking about the applicability of the act applies to the whole of India and is enforced by the Animal Welfare Board of India and other designated authorities at the state level. The act also provides definition for words like animal, cruelty, owner, animal welfare board, and it prohibits cruelty in section 11. So section 11 of the act lists various acts which are considered cruel and prohibited. It includes beating, kicking, overloading, torturing, and causing unnecessary pain or suffering to animals. At the same time, there are certain exceptions also provided here. So the act provides exceptions for activities related to animal husbandry, scientific research, religious customs, as long as they are performed without causing undue pain. Now the Act also provides for establishment of Animal Welfare Board of India. So the board is responsible for advising the government on animal welfare issues, promoting animal welfare education, and enforcing the provisions of the Act. The offences and penalties under this particular Act include cruelty towards animal. Now it prescribes penalties such as fines, imprisonment, both, and it all depends on the severity of the offence. Now let's come to animal welfare organizations that has been given here. So Animal Welfare Board is a statutory advisory body set up under the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960. It was established in 1962 and it's headquartered in Chennai. The functions include, it frames the rules on how animals ought to be humanly treated everywhere, and also gives financial assistance to animal welfare organization, rescue establishment, animal hospitals, and at the same time it also files cases regarding the cruelty which is being faced by the animals, like we can see the current case and another case that was decided in year 2014. Now let's come to what exactly is this sport that we are talking about, Jallikattu. So Jallikattu is a traditional sport that is popular in the Indian state of Tamil Nadu. The sport basically involves releasing a wild bull into crowd of people, and participants attempt to grab the bull's hump and ride it for as long as possible. It is celebrated in the month of January during Pongal, and it is known to be practiced since 400 to 100 BCE in the Tamil classical period. So Jallikattu has been known to be practiced in Tamil classical period in 400 to 100 BCE, and references to this sport. So considering that this sport has cultural significance, and references to this sports have also been depicted in a lot of epics of Tamil classical period, and 2 other ancient literary works such as like Kalit Goi and Malai Pokadok. Jallikattu, if we see, it plays like a very important role in the Tamil culture and showcases the quality of cattle, breeding skills of the cattle rearers, etc. It also signifies the centrality of cattle in an agrarian economy such as of Tamil Nadu. Now let's talk about why there has been a ban on sports like Jallikattu. So the practice of Jallikattu has been long contested with animal rights group concerned over issues of cruelty to animals, as the bulls are deliberately placed in a terrifying situation. And bulls are also provoked with alcohol, stakes, knives, sickles, even chili powder in their eyes, and it causes death and injuries to both bulls as well as human participants. So let's see what has been the timeline related to the Jallikattu ban. So the ban has been on and off since 2006. The first time when it was banned, it was the Madras High Court banned it after the death of a young spectator. In 2009, the ban was lifted with the Tamil Nadu Regulation of Jallikattu Act, and in 2014 the Animal Welfare Board of India filed a case against A. Nagaraj, and the Supreme Court declared Jallikattu illegitimate. Now in this particular case, the use of bulls and bullocks was banned for entertainment activities such as Jallikattu, bullock cart racing and other sports which engage them. The judgment of Animal Welfare Board of India versus A. Nagaraj also added that Government of India and the Animal Welfare Board must protect 5 freedoms of animals. Now these 5 freedoms are freedom from hunger and thirst, freedom from discomfort, freedom from pain, injury and disease, and freedom from fear and distress, freedom to express normal behavior. So then in 2017 again the Prevention of Cruelty of Animals Act was amended. It was amended by Tamil Nadu in particular, which led to continuation of the sport again. And in 2021 the Environment Ministry declared that sport should carry on irrespective of the imposed ban. Now what is the position in other states? There are various other states which also have such sports which include animals. So in Karnataka there is a similar sport called Kambala, and for that sport a law was passed so that they could save it just the way the Jallikattu was aimed to be saved by the Tamil Nadu government. Now except Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, where bull taming and racing continue to be organized, these sports still remain banned in Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, Maharashtra due to the 2014 ban order from the Supreme Court. So after that, on February 2nd, 2018, the Supreme Court bench consisting of Justice Deepak Mishra and Rohinton Nariman referred to the batch of writ petitions to a 5-judge bench. The primary question was whether Jallikattu and bullock cart races are protected as cultural right under Article 291. So Article 291 is a fundamental right guaranteed under Part 3 of the Constitution to protect educational and cultural rights of the citizens. So the primary question involved was whether Jallikattu should be granted constitutional protection as a collective cultural right under Article 291. The Constitution bench also had to determine whether the states have the power to enact rules under the PCA Act that we are referring to right now. And eventually, very recently on May 18th, 2023, the Constitution bench upheld the amendments that permitted the practices of Jallikattu, Kambala, Belgard, Shariat and other sports. So right now, these sports are not banned in India. They can be practiced by the people while making sure that the animals are not treated by cruelty. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe for more such content.